Hello and welcome back. So it's the 3rd of April. So it's the end of the month and end of the quarter. So we'll have a look at the portfolio in a minute. It's holding up considering news yesterday in bits and pieces. So not too bad. But we kicked off the month with GCP infrastructure, £17.50. Then income shares gold plus yield, which is ETP, electronic traded product. It's similar to an ETF, but probably a lot more risky. But it's actually up a couple of quid a minute, so not too bad. That was 5p from them. That's for 2 shares. Or units, I suppose, technically. Because ETFs are based in units as opposed to a share, so same thing I'm looking at. Then we've got another ETP. These are ETPs. 0.16 for 16p for S&P 500 covered call. So these are both covered call. With ETFs, I can't remember. It's been so long. So then we had Nasdaq 100 covered call as well. So, oh no, they are ETFs, but they're covered calls. That's it. The only ETP I got is the gold shares at the minute. It's paid anyway. So that was 23p from them. So they're alright. They're paying as they should be. Invesco Morningstar US Energy Infrastructure. That was £1.40. Then we got the S&P 500 High Dividend Low Volatility. That's 50p. These are all ETFs, by the way. And then we've got Invesco Preferred Shares, 31p for them. And Invesco US Municipal Bond, which when I looked it up before was kind of more of a local government bond kind of thing. So, in terms of the US anyway, they did mention more like sort of local bond. Yeah, so maybe it's more state bonds, that sort of stuff. So that was 57p for them. Then we had 18p from iShares JP Morgan USD Emerging Bond. That's the emerging market bond. And then, so that's a bond, emerging market government bonds. And this one then is the iShares Emerging Market Dividend, which is the equity side of things, share markets, that sort of thing. That was for 24p. So this is emerging market government bond income, and this is emerging market equity income. BP, that's 37 for them. So only the one, that's the US listed one. So then we've got, last couple then, was Renewables Infrastructure Group, £18.68. And then my all dependable PIMCO Euro Short-Term High Yield Corporate Bond, which is £8.58. And this does vary. It really does fluctuate some months. Some months have had as much as 8p, which is like £11. That's a good one, that was. Then that's then these for what came in for the first bit of April yesterday. A lot of it. I'm pretty sure they should have come in towards the end of May, I think March. I think they were a few days late, unless I remember wrong, and they come in. But I'm sure a few of these were monthly payers, not just quarterly or what have you. So unless they are quarterly, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I got a couple that are monthly. So I'll have to double check on that one. Anyway, so that was that. That came to £48.77. And then for the total so far this year, £194.97. So rough estimate, not including a couple of semi-annual payers. That's just going to be just shy of 800 quid for the year. So that's not too bad. A couple of them have gone through some big changes. So for example, Ecora Resources, they usually do quarterly. They've now gone down to two payments a year, and they're quite a bit smaller than they normally were. So that's that one. Also loss. What I forgot about in December when I decided to cut a load of positions is that the values of shares is one thing, but the amount of shares you've got and what you get per share, it's kind of a little bit more meaningful if you are just income investing. If you try and get capital growth, fair enough. You cut the big ones, the bad losing ones, but you know, maybe if I stuck with my 1,000 share maximum for a while, added to others, maybe some of these won't be so bad. The ETFs are a bit of a mess because I've only got a couple of each. I just want to try and see if I get more of a price stability because I wasn't liking the value so much. But I also did have this maneuver, right? This little mechanism by here. That would have been interesting at one point. I had seen how badly I was going down in the smaller time frames as opposed to just being all the time. So, anyway, so in terms of the total return, we were at, this is live, right? The market's open at £32.66. It was 33. See, so basically 0.4% rate of return on the all time. So there we are. That's what it is. The 1 year was 467 quid. Down on the 3 months. Down on the month. Down on the week. And down the day. So it is a bit of a, some of these smaller frames get really lost in, but you know, that's 115 down. This it's an interesting one, but I do like to see, for like last year I'm at 467 quid. That's not bad. This was up for a couple hundred quid the other week, but there's been all sorts of things going on, especially a lot of this new tariff stuff, so it's going to be interesting to see if that plays out how they would like it to. We'll see. So anyway, Aberdeen is only down to 19.1. It was up nicely here. It's come down since. Typical. It surged up during March and then just came down right at the end. So that's that. Aberdeen Diversified, which has yet to pay me a dividend, oddly enough. Where's the history gone? They changed the settings on the. Oh, I'm just finding this real time. I'm so used to using the mobile at the minute. I haven't used this for a while, and I don't know why this is missing. This is missing my magic button to show where the history is. Okay. What's up here? Ah, okay. Yeah, so basically, since I bought this, I've had. So that's the Aberdeen one. Let's have a look at this. Right. Just learned how they've redone this. Sorry about that, folks. History, and as I'm correct. Oh, come on. Well, the video was going really well first time recording. Yeah, so okay, stand corrected. I've had one so far. I believe this is twice a year payer, so should get a couple of them from this year. Anyway, so that's up 90p. I keep convincing myself that was actually a what are they called? One of the ones that was being disbanded, but it wasn't. So that's at 1.96%. Then we got Shura, it's only down 16.97. They'd be recovering. BP is up 2.91%. Then we've got the reverse income 2.2% up. The core resources been taking a battering, down 46.31. Absolutely no idea what's happening with facilities by ADF. So they're down 69%, officially my worst performer. So then we've got Foresight Solar Fund down 12.129%. GCP Infrastructure, which is down 21.08%. It's just easy to say the percentage, isn't it? Global X Nasdaq 100 cover call, that's down 16.93%. Then S&P 500 cover call is down 21.21%. No, so 14.6%. It's green coat. UK Witness down 21.21%. And then, amazingly, income shares gold yield is up 12.43%. I'd have a big amount of money there if I'd put some more into that thing, but I was just testing it out to see if it works. So that does dip at some point, and I might buy some more, but I don't see that dipping anytime soon. So Invesco Morningstar US Energy Infrastructure, that is down 6.41. That's not bad. 9.51 down for preferred shares, and the S&P 500 high dividend low volatility is down 5.93. Invesco US Municipal Bond is down 5.09. Then we've got the iShares Emerging Dividend, which is down 3.15%. That's all right. Global inflation-linked bonds, this is government bonds, that's up 2.19. Then we got JP Morgan USD Emerging Bond up 0.88%. Nearly towards the bottom here now. Sainsbury's is down 11.1%. Lowland Investment Company only down 2.85. PIMCO US Short Term, the most stable one I've got, only down 2.52. And then we've got Primary Health Properties down 16.31. Real Estate Credit Investments, my favourite, only down 12.31. And then we've got Regional REIT down 49.59%. My second worst, but it's gone through some times and it's okay at the minute. TRIG is down, Renewables Infrastructure Group is down 31.47. Tesco is only down 7.37. Value and Index Property Income down 4.71%. Now for the Vanguards. Okay. Near there, folks. We've down 2.44% for Eurozone government bonds, up 2.96% for the FTSE 100, that's Hey Go UK, I suppose. FTSE 250 is down 8.65, ouch. And then we've got FTSE Emerging Markets, that's only down 3.83%. S&P 500 is down 13.94. Shouldn't be too surprised by that. UK Gilt is only down 2.68%. How has that worked? They were quite badly. To be fair, these ETFs don't always reflect news. I thought it'd be doing a lot worse than that, but maybe these last couple of budgets has gone in their favour. Then we've got Vanguard USD Emerging Markets 5.19%. Then we've got, that was Emerging Market Government Bond, that's only down 5.19%. Then we have the Vanguard USD Treasury Bond, which is up, so it's down 3.37%, but it's up overall. We'll see. That'll change in a few days, I'm sure. And then we've got, little pointer. It's up on the gain, but down on the price. No, up on the gain, down on the FX impact. So that would actually be up. Okay, and then that finally comes to VPC Specialty Lending. Sorry, this is my second worst. 56.55%. It's one of those ones, the numbers weren't too bad, but I think it did change, and then I kind of got away looking at bits and pieces. A lot of it's balance sheet based. The balance sheet a year ago was fine, then they changed something, and then it's like, okay, I kind of see it, but it is what it is. So there we are. So that's it. Best of luck for this month. There's going to be some changes coming, and then I'll see you all next month. Hopefully you've had a good month, good first quarter, I should say. Bye now.